So who are you? What is your makeup? Many of you have already been exposed to a very simple map or a simple transparency for the maps, which is you are several natural zones of energies. Physical, body, material. Within it there is chemistry, biology, physiology. And then there is a mind, subtler connector between the seen and the unseen. And then there is the so-called self, the persona, the sum total of experiences and memories and values. It was very important. They recognized me that day. They all clapped. So the mind is that link between the values, the energies that are at origin, and the physicalization of it. I like it like this. This is a very nice colors, forms. All of it is connecting. So then there is a heart, which is the channel between your mind, which connects to the physicality, and your spirit or soul. So that is the link between the seen and the unseen, between the sacred and the profane, between heavens and earth, between the permanent, between the quantum field and the limited field, between consciousness that is beyond measure and human consciousness, which is very much containable, understandable. So that is your heart. It connects the unseen with the seen. It connects the higher self with the lower self, with the animal self. It connects the divine with the human. They're inseparable. So there is then this mysterious entity we call soul or spirit. Then that connects with the cosmic spirit, because that's what you want. If there is one want you want, is to go beyond the zone of wants or lack of wants. Simple as that. So it's another zone. It's like being asleep and wake up. It's another zone of consciousness. Within it, there are many also other consciousnesses, sub and higher. But what you really want genuinely is to be in a state of a Gardenic bliss that you don't know what a want is or a need is. It's not just relaxed. You're just, you are in that high level of sentient pleasurability of you're here, not of here. You're not drunk, you're not drugged, nor are you sober. That is the zone between humanity and divinity. So that is the zone that we touch upon whenever you're performing something very well. It can even be a sport, can be anything. If you're performing really very well, you're on that edge of perfection and super-perfections. So, and that is what is the source of our personal, if you like, life and energy. That zone. And that is the meeting point. That is what you want, because it's at the door of oneness. That's what you also want in terms of your many, many, many hundreds of wants on the human level and the emotional level. Companion, a friend, whatever, different levels of trust, different levels of intimacy. Because you're yearning for oneness. So it's unavoidable. You'll always be looking for the soulmate. Because you don't want two. Two is an aberration. It is the challenge of birth. As you are born, it's two. First few minutes, the baby doesn't know how to eat. So it has to be motivated. And begins to suckle. And then it has wants, and by the time he or she is in their 20s, the want list, the desire list continues, grows. Even if you negotiate a final limit to it, no. Times have changed, they say. You see, the rand is not the same value, so I have to review my whatever it is. We didn't put that clause in properly. Endless. So, until you go to a zone of existence which is not subject to duality, wants, fears, sorrows will continue. So your life is damage limitation. It is not this attainment to something. There is nothing to be attained. The truth is already there, and from it spins millions and billions of other rays of truth. So there's nothing new. You're not going to reinvent anything. All what you are going to do is to cope, and hope at best you are a person who is hoping to leave the earth better than the time they arrived. It's a tall order, I tell you. It's not going to be easy in the next few decades because of our imbalance. Our humanity and divinity are not in balance. Our humanity has become too acquisitive, too animalistic, too short-term, too instant. Instant is wonderful. The love for instant joy is brilliant because your soul is instantly there. So it's not separate, nor is it somewhere else or some other time. But we are not focused on that. So instant is wonderful. But we have taken that instant to one zone rather than the balancing one. That's the material. Endless number of choices of a pizza which is made from non-gluten, this and even 10 other conditions. You have now countless challenges. Which pizza to choose? I thought I was confused before I asked. Now I know I am confused. Or the whole world is confusing. It's endless. You want one thing. Why do you want one thing? To be quiet. Why? Because you love contentment. Why? That's the door to the so-called happiness, whatever that means.